All right, so anything that I don't need to use right now in terms of on this tray, I'm just gonna remove it. So these models here, they're gonna be in my way, so I can just rest them up there. So what I need now is this compound stick. I'm gonna gently flame it over the Bunsen burner, place it on here, and start working with it. And you'll see how it works as I'm working through. Also, I need this alcohol torch. I'm gonna get this ready. So that's on there as well. So what I'm gonna do initially, make sure that when you're applying compound to the tray, that the tray is dry of saliva or wiped down of saliva. So when you start heating up this compound stick, just hold it over the edge of the flame. Not over it, but just on the edge. And you'll see that it starts softening up. Apply it on here so it's quite wet now and quite soft. Because if you go over the flame, what's going to happen? It's going to drip all over the place. So have nice control over. Try not to overburn it too much, but at the same time, I want it to melt into position. So from here on, I'm going to leave this one here just on the side. I can leave it on here because the stainless steel surface it will prevent the compound from sticking to it. If I put it anywhere here, it'll just stick to it, okay? So I'm going to take my alcohol torch, soften it up a little bit more. So I'm getting it quite hot now, but I'm not going to place this in the patient's mouth right away. What I'm going to do, I'm going to temper it inside our water bath. I'm back here. Get you to lean back for me, Robert. Relax your lips. And we're going to put a little pressure. Is that too hot by any chance? Okay, good. Little pressure in the back and the front here. I'm just kind of jiggling it into position just to settle the tray up against the maxilla. And it only takes, you only got about 7 or 8 seconds or so, maximum 10, inside the patient's mouth, and then the material will harden. So you get this effect here. So you get a little imprint of the crest of the ridge. And now what we've done, the tray just elevated a little bit more off, head back for me, a little bit off the maxilla. And now I can assess the extension of the tray. That looks pretty good there with a frenal attachment. I'm going to tug on the cheeks a little bit here and trying to feel if I'm pulling the tray away, which I'm not. You can go in there and take a look. Let's turn the light on. Let's see how we did there. That looks pretty good. Now, in the event that the tray is overextended, it will pinch through the compound as I'm using it. Let's make that Kleenex box. Let's leave it right here. So once again, I'm going to take a little bit of a Kleenex and wipe it off. I'm going to start working with the second quadrant. It's just a little bit easier for me. It's just what I've used to working throughout the years, and work my way across all the way to the first quadrant, and then I'll do the posterior palatal seal last. So I'm going to go from second all the way to first and posterior palatal seal here. Now this is very important, how you apply the material. The initial layer, it's got to be relatively thin, relatively hot, so it adheres to the tray. And I'm not going to do the whole quadrant. I'm going to do half a quadrant right now. So I'm going to go from the hemiscleral notch to the first buccal frenum. So once again, just use the side of the flame and dab on some material on there, just hot enough to stick. And then I'm going to go back and heat some more up. And really this is where, not too hot because it's just going to slum all over the place. So I've introduced a generous amount of material on there. I'm going to take my alcohol torch, heat it up, temper it. Now most people will go in the patient's mouth, but what I like to do now, I'm going to wet my fingers as well, and I'm going to overextend it. I'm going to pull it way out. And this is almost like the periphery wax. And this is where the real magic happens, okay? So take the time to guesstimate and overextend this in compound material. And then I'm gonna go back and heat it up one more time lightly, temper it, and in we go. Head back for me, Robert. Get you to open. Can you feel a little warmth? Rotate it into position just like that. I'm gonna pull a little bit on the cheek. Get you to open your jaw all the way and close it. Move your jaw left and right for me, Robert. Good. Anything hurting you? Good. So it's very important that when we orient the tray back in the patient's mouth, that it's in the same position. And those little tissue stops that I've created earlier allows me to do that, okay? So make sure you have nice broad tissue stops like I had before. And what you're gonna end up having is this nice rounded matte finish of the compound material, indicating that it's in contact with the mucosa. So that's very good. So I'm gonna continue my way across all the way to the labial frenum, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side.